Welcome back, guys. We got a great PvZ coming up here. Hero, the only guy who's not on SK Telecom, against Sue. A very scary Zerg.
That is right. This is a fantastic match. One that everyone should be tuning into, so let people know.
Yeah, get out there, tell your friends to join us here.
I think this is going to be the best match of the day right here.
I agree. Now, Hero is a really bright player.
Certainly is.
He's been doing better and better and better and better. Still feel bad for his match against Sue. That was very sad. Or SOS, excuse me.
Oh, yeah.
In second place, no money. Oh.
I was like, what match against Sue? Oh, my God.
Taste really put me on the spot here.
Well, we'll see.
Hero getting in the zone here.
Doesn't want to lose here because then you'd have to play parting.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'd much rather start off in that winner's bracket.
Well, this is one of these groups where you just want to get out of it right away. And here is Sue, a stone cold killer.
Indeed he is. This guy has really risen to be one of the best Zergs in the world, looking better and better all the time.
He is very confident in his interviews, by the way. Just in general, not just the one we have today here. Whenever you see him interview, he basically knows he's the best. And he's proven that he performs very well in individual leagues.
Yeah.
I have to say, this is probably one of the more intimidating players to play against.
I think
StarCraft
right now
II.
he is, for sure. Like, anyone that made it to 2 finals in a row, that's pretty crazy. Well, should be a good match, Tasteless. What map do we start? Alterzime.
Okay.
You know,
this is going to be fun.
Yeah, I do enjoy watching PvZs here. I feel like if the Protoss really knows his stuff and really knows how to play Sky Toss really well, I feel like it's a little bit Protoss favored, this map. But if you're not, like, basically perfect at that, which not all Protosses are, then it can be pretty hard to actually kill the Zerg here.
TLDR Imba. Imba. We should do the entire TLDR cast. Just like, okay,
TLDR, GG.
It looks like actually the map, we already actually loaded the map up. Okay, so we're going to get into this right now here on Team Stronghold. A Protoss group with one Zerg. Who is going to make it to the winner's match here? Hero or Sue? We're going to find out soon here at GOMTV. In the bottom right starting location, we have rank 6 WCS.
CJ Entus Hero, Kim Junho.
And in the bottom left here, our Zerg player, the only Zerg here today.
SK Telecom T1 Sue, Oyun Sue.
Oh, bring back the Grak.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember when Idra was playing on TV and he was wearing a leather Gracket?
Yes, I remember it very well, Tastes. Welcome to everyone in the audience.
Yeah, we got a lot of I think
I love seeing little kids come in.
Yeah,
it makes me very happy.
Yeah,
little kids, you've chosen a great game to watch. This game will actually make you smarter. There have actually been studies on it. StarCraft makes you smarter and better at life.
It's so funny when studies like this come out, people are like, I guess games are good for you. And I'm like, well, yeah, but didn't anybody with a brain already know that?
Yeah,
like,
but now there's studies for the people without brains to look at.
Oh, I love the way you talk.
It's true, Tasteless. We already knew forever ago that StarCraft makes you smarter.
Yeah.
How do you think we got so smart? Double hatch before pool against Nexus first in the gateway.
So this is a big-ass map here. It's pretty big. Protosses have had to approach this map a little bit differently than a lot of the other maps out there.
For sure.
Zerg, at an expanding rate, they can keep climbing to the top left side of the map, and there's not... Unless you're trying to take out an expansion via harass, it's pretty hard to just take it out. I mean, it's not a map where you're like, let me walk my Immortals all the way across the map. You're like, dum-de-dum-dum, and the Immortal's doing that dumb crab walk. It's dumb this time when he does it with his little arms going back and forth.
In fact, I feel like this map played perfectly. If Protoss ever walks across the map with an army, he loses.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
Zerg
realistically,
has this whole...
like Zerg should always have enough to stop you. And if you actually have a big enough army that would be in contention, then Zerg's Spire is going to kill you because you don't have the right Sky army to fight against mutas on this map. So, and then like even later game, when you do have the right Sky army plus a strong army, they have creep everywhere and Ultralisks. And if you walk on a creep now, you're going to die. So it's like, it's a funny map. Definitely plays different than anything else.
Take a look at this whole middle to top area, guys. This is this giant area that Zerg can hide armies to counter. It's so hard for Protoss to really play your typical Protoss game. So I'm wondering what exactly Hero's got in store for us. Hero is a very bright Protoss. He definitely has his own play style. He's not somebody who simply copied the other stuff that other people do and get it down to the T, kind of like on the Wings of Liberty. A lot of the Terrans were like that. Undeveloped play styles.
Indeed.
You know who I miss?
Who?
I just thought of this. You know who I miss in GSL?
Who?
Gumiho.
Gumiho, yeah. Well, he's still around.
He's still around, but I just miscasted him in the Code S.
Yeah. Well, he'll be back, I'm sure. You know, super talented player. No doubt about that.
Well, Stalker coming out now.
We do have that Stargate's going to be finishing up shortly here. Of course, Sue's economy looking really strong on 3 bases. This is like how games open here. We'll see how quickly, the interesting part's coming up, how quickly does Hero, oh, and he does go into Oracle, so this means he's probably going to go Oracle Void Ray and take his 3rd base super fast, which is what I was going to say. That's the next interesting piece to watch.
Yes. Right now, Sue, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. He's just massing up as many drones as humanly possible. That's my story, guys.
Yeah.
Here's the Oracle coming out. Let's see how much damage you can actually get off here. And Robo and Forge here.
Okay, so that's like real safety. He should be taking his 3rd base pretty quickly, though. You know, as this Oracle flies over here, especially if it spots the pool and how many drones there are, he'll know that taking that 3rd base, it's not going to be canceled by
Here we go. He should be able to get a lot of drones here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I didn't know I was going to be counting this long. I thought I was going to stop at like 4 or something, but wow, he got so many kills there.
7 kills.
7
really
kills.
Strong.
And while he's doing this, he's going to force out a Nexus over here with a Mothership Core to defend it.
Yeah, and a Stalker as well. Has to micro slightly here, but you know what? This is good stalling out by Sue. These lings don't really matter all that much.
Oh, he's going to go for the probe. No! Save the probe! Oh, he's going to get over there and make the Nexus. Yes, he gets it up.
All right.
Nice save there.
So everything looking good. Definitely have to give a little tiny edge right now to Hero because he did kill 7 drones, which is pretty insane.
Yeah.
Wasn't expecting 7. Like you.
I started counting them, and I'm like, well, I have to keep counting now because I started this.
Thing is, 1 queen alone is like, what is she going to do? She only can put out so much damage.
Yeah, that's true. Well, the observers just rallied right out here now. Robotic space coming up here as well. And Protoss is going to power up. He's getting all the upgrades necessary to have, in the late game, a solid, deadly army.
Well, you know, that air attack really does point towards what his thoughts are going into this. No ground attack yet, even. Probably just
Sky
saving
toss.
up. Yeah. He'll eventually get it, but not quite yet. He's trying to really get his Sky units up a little bit quicker. Sue is someone that's already known for mutas, and this is a map for mutas.
Yeah.
So, definitely something he wants to be prepared for. But Sue getting his melee upgrade. So, definitely will have a reasonable Ling force on the ground. And possibly Ultras later. We'll see.
Yeah, he should. Well, since he's going for the armor and melee, this would point directly towards a very strong Ultra play. Now, let's see exactly how that is going to fare here against Hero's Sky Toss play. God.
I love this.
Oracles do a lot of damage.
I love using the Oracle for stuff like this. If you can't get in and get other damage done, why not clear up some creep?
Well, it's funny, these harass units, we were talking about this when we were playing Starbow, like that Sentinel. You go in there and do some damage early on, but then there's all sorts of functions this unit can serve later on. And the Oracle's a great example of some unit you can use to scout, to attack, but then later on it's got just so many uses.
Like, the thing is, it's awesome early if it kills stuff.
Yeah, but if not, you're
aside,
okay. You're okay if it still doesn't kill anything.
Yeah, it's so good in the late game that, like, in Supreme late game, even though we don't always see it, you should almost always have an Oracle just for tagging armies. It's so insane, and its detector radius is actually really good if you're in situations where you're losing your observers a lot.
Yeah.
So, definitely a pretty awesome unit.
Well, the Lings just, in position there to counter if the Protoss were to leave. It doesn't look like Hero's going to leave for a while, though, especially since he's massing up Void Rays. Zerg Spire's almost done. 2-2 now for the Zerg is on the way here. So the Zerg should have, throughout this game, an upgrade advantage on the ground over the Protoss.
Well, we do have... that's going to be a pretty significant upgrade advantage, really.
Yeah.
Like, it might be as many as 3 upgrades in advance, so that's pretty wild. It looks like he is going to go right into Ultra here. And I like that type of play as well. He's even got 9 queens to back it up. So if he goes, like, Infestorling Ultra Queen with creep spread, that's the composition that you just can't bust. Like, you cannot walk on a creep against that, which makes the game super, super long.
Yeah, Zerg at 5 bases now. This is where Zerg wants to be, guys. If you can get this up and keep this up. But it looks like we have 2 different attacks coming out here. Now, this is what I was talking about, attacking with some harass to take out bases that are in the upper left side of the map.
Well, that 5th base is definitely going to be sniped. The queens are just a little bit too far away right now. It doesn't have
and
any
it looks like he actually
out.
might be able to get this base down here in the bottom, like bottom.
Oh,
with
really?
the Void Rays.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know how many Void Rays he has going down there. Now,
I think it's got a 4.
Did he not cancel that?
No, it's 3. No, I think he did get a kill there, yeah.
Wow. Okay, now see, I thought these Voiders are going to go down there to the very bottom left. Maybe he's prepared to take that
I think he turned around because nothing was up there to shoot at these Void Rays, so he can't tell where the anti-air is, so it could be down there. If there was like a ton of anti-air up there, I think the Void Rays probably would have darted in. But anyways, still flying around, seeing what he can get done. The Mothership Core, of course, the way he's going to be able to get out of there if need be. It's a pretty brave Oracle.
Well, I think he's started to realize what exactly is going on here. Like, I need to get a much better idea. So he's peeking in here with the Oracle, seeing what he can't find. Now, the Lings will clean up these Zealots.
Second Robo on the way. And, he's already made some Immortals. He really has a good idea of what's going on here, Hero does. He's getting the right type of composition that he is actually going to be able to attack. I was talking so heavily before about not being able to attack onto the creep, but if you make an anti-Ultralisk army and they go for Ultralisks, like, your cost efficiency against them is out of this world. It's like, it's hard to imagine anything more cost efficient than Void Ray with some Colossus in there, Archons and Immortals against Ultras. It's just crazy.
It's so cost efficient with the damage output once you get it. Now, if you lose that army, though, you are way back to square one. Square 0, maybe. There might not even be any squares anymore.
Well, you can take the square root of anything, Tasteless.
Zealot's now warped in. Okay, now this is a nice move, because he could take out this hatchery, no problem.
That is a lot of Zealots. Well, the Queen's coming down, and he does have these Infestors, so it looks like he will be able to take this out.
But at the same time, the Void Ray's coming up over here, just annihilating these Spore Crawlers. And we don't see much anti-air beyond the Spores. I mean, no Queens or anything else to assist. So I think he's just going to go right for this hatchery. He needs to micro that a little bit better. He doesn't want to lose. That was bad. He lost the Mothership Core.
Yeah, that was a bit sloppy right there, wasn't it?
Okay, well, both players are rapidly approaching a max out point here. Although Sue definitely with the better bank.
Yeah, that's for sure. But you know what? He doesn't have air upgrades. So what does he transition into from this? Like, right? He might have +1 air attack. I don't even think he does, though.
I'm not sure.
And against,
Brood Lords here? I guess he wants to just fungal all the air units and then just run over the Protoss third. I'm actually starting to think Sue is just going to win this here.
Yeah, he definitely could.
I mean, I like what Hero's doing is really technical, and I like that. It's a lot of fun to cast. So it's really interesting to see how good he is at doing it. But
well, how do you clear the Brood Lords, right? You need to get your Void Rays in there, but your Void Rays are going to have a hard time against Mass Queen Infestor.
Yeah.
There's 14 Queens on the map right now. Which, by the way, is a lot of Queens.
Yes.
And you can't kill them with ground units very easily because Ultra Ling is underneath. As well as those fungals, of course.
Yeah. Well, he's keeping Zerg busy here, but he's not doing much more than that. Now, Protoss does have a 4th base up here, right there, just now starting to become functional. He's going to have to mass up a lot of cannons over there.
Well, it looks like Sue getting ready to move out a little bit here. Hero is setting up his 4th base reasonably well, but it's like very near Zerg territory, so that might be an area he wants to hit. But no creep over here. And that is a lot of Immortals.
Okay, the Immortals might be the saving grace here in this attack with this many Ultras out. But an apprehensive Protoss right now, not totally sure. Okay, now he's going to try to come back in. I believe he activated the Nexus cannon there.
This is going to be an interesting dance, Tasteless. Let's see what these Broodlords can do for him. Of course, Broodlord's really good against every unit there except for the Void Rays. Going to help to zone out those High Templars as well.
Yeah, I think he just has to lose his hatchery. I mean, it was a tough call there for Hero, but yeah, he has to play it safe.
Yeah. It sucks that he's still on 3 base, but he doesn't have to quite panic yet. Like, he still has chances in this game. He's got to hit some good feedbacks and storms, though, I would say.
The Mothership Core.
That was Partings who would have killed those queens. Anyways, look at this. Some very nice micro there. Oh, he does get bungled, though. Some nice side storms going down on top of these Corruptors, but the rest of his army so far behind.
All right, here come the Void Rays moving up now. Here, the Corruptor's still doing a good amount of damage.
That is a lot of queens left over.
Yes, it is. Looks like I guess there's 1 more Broodlord still in this army. No, 2, excuse me.
Yeah, and well, they're doing a good job, but still, this is a lot of ground forces, and 2 Broodlords not going to clean up quite quick enough. He is going to lose all these
some anti-air over here. Okay, warping in these Stalkers, I guess this is going to work. But also note that even though Sue lost that battle, he may still win the war. He's got a lot of money in the bank.
Yeah, he certainly does. Okay, yeah, see, he didn't even have that +1 air attack. It's almost done now. But, like, imagine if... The thing is, he couldn't have done what he just did and gotten air upgrades, but if he had air upgrades right now, like, switching into 20 mutas would have been pretty sick there against someone who has a mostly Immortal-based army.
Talk about Protoss never getting across the map then.
Yeah. Well, 10 Ultras on the way. He's going to have to make plenty of Lings as well, but he actually doesn't have much Larva. This could become an issue. He's maxed out right now, so right now it's not. But he really needs to, like, remax instantly. Well, watch these Ultras die, Tastes. It's going to be fast.
Wow, Immortals, not bad against Ultras, but the Lings remain there, and that was enough to take out all those Immortals and set it back so far now. I mean, think of how long it took him to make all those Immortals, and yes, losing Ultras is a big deal, but you can mass produce them all at once as Zerg, whereas the Immortals all have to come out of the Robo Bay, and I believe he only has 1 of those right now. So, Sue once again skewing the game into his favor, 70 supply to 190 right now.
Well, looking at what Protoss has for units, it's like nothing. He had an Observer and a bunch of probes there at the end, so kind of rough. But Sue played that map fantastically. I do love how he went straight into Ultralisk tech, because if you have like Queen, Spore, Fungal, Sky Toss like can't just attack you. It's going to take a very long time for them to get into a position where they can actually push you. Which means he only had to worry with that composition about having anti-ground, so he got all those upgrades. I gotta say,
for Hero, that was a tough map to start out on.
You know, the thing is, I like it for PvZ overall, but Sue played it, like, really super well. He played it better than Hero, that's for sure.
Well, now the map pick is going to go to Hero. See what map he elects to have. Frost, okay. A map that's been tested, tried and true.
That's right, been around a very long time. Might be even our oldest map right now in Code S.
It is our oldest map. Yeah.
Okay. Did you cut it open and check how many rings were on the inside?
Yeah, there were 5.
Wow.
We don't keep maps around for that long, so.
No, well, I mean, 5 rings normally means 5 years, Tasteless.
Or seasons of GSL.
Ooh. Oh. Imagine if it is exactly 5.
Might be right.
Could be.
You know what? I'm just going to say I'm right. I don't know.
It's 5. I agree with you.
Let's just go out there.
It came in at the beginning of last year, right? And this would be its 5th season. You're actually just an amazing human.
Thank you, Artosis. Now, this game is loaded up, and we're going to see if Hero can play a little bit better here. Sue's looking very scary. Remember, the winner goes on against Classic here in this GSL Code S.